Mysterious Frost on the Planet Mars. Be cordially welcome to this new documentary. If it is the first time, I introduce myself. I am the Engineer Hiddekel Morrison and I appreciate you decide to see this educational content. Where we will know, thanks to technology, a valuable study that explains the mystery of the morning frosts of the red planet. In a new advance of the understanding of the unknown phenomena of the planet Mars. From the perspective of an engineer. Let's start. The Space Agency of the United States, NASA, informed in this official publication about the mysterious frost on Mars, in a report titled Science at Dawn, Solving the Mystery of the Hidden Frost on Mars, where they explain that a team of prestigious scientists were baffled when studying images of the Martian surface taken at dawn by NASA's Mars Odyssey orbiter. When they viewed the surface in visible light, the kind that the human eye perceives, they could see a ghostly bluish-white morning frost illuminated by the rising sun. But using the orbiter's heat-sensitive camera, the frost appeared more widely, even in areas where nothing could be seen. Scientists knew they were looking at frost that forms at night and is made up mostly of carbon dioxide, essentially dry ice, which often appears as frost on the red planet rather than water ice. But why was this dry ice frost visible in some places and not in others? We explain that below. But first, I ask you to support us by liking this video, sharing this video with your contacts, and subscribing to this channel, turning on notifications, so with your support, we can continue to frequently generate interesting documentaries on aerospace technology and the universe. Thank you for contributing to the creation of educational content. Thanks to the technology applied in NASA's Mars Odyssey orbiter, today it can be explained why Martian frost may be invisible to the naked eye. The explanation of the mysterious frost on Mars is scientifically analyzed in this article published in the Journal of Geophysical Research, Planets, in which scientists proposed a surprising answer that may also explain how dust avalanches are triggered, which are reshaping the planet, after sunrise in an interesting interpretation of data from NASA's Odyssey orbiter, a major mission launched in 2001, which is currently NASA's longest-running mission to Mars and is the one delivering significant technology through to a thermal emission imaging system with an infrared or temperature-sensitive camera that provides a unique view of the Martian surface at an ideal height, as Odyssey's current orbit offers a unique view of the planet at 7 o'clock a.m. local time of the planet Mars. Odyssey's morning orbit produces spectacular images, said Sylvain Picu of NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Southern California, who led the paper. We can see the long shadows of sunrise as they stretch across the surface. Because Mars has so little atmosphere, only 1% of the density of Earth, the sun quickly heats the frost that accumulates at night. Instead of melting, dry ice vaporizes into the atmosphere within minutes. Lucas Lang, a JPL intern working with PQ, first noticed the low temperature frost signature in many places where it couldn't be seen on the surface. These temperatures appeared just tens of microns underground, less than the width of a human hair below the surface. Our first thought was that the ice might be buried there, Lang said. Dry ice is abundant near the poles of Mars, but we were looking closer to the planet's equator, where it's usually too hot for dry ice to form. In their paper, the authors proposed that they were seeing dirty frost, dry ice frost mixed with fine dust grains that obscured it in visible light but not in infrared images. The phenomenon led scientists to suspect that dirty frost might also explain some of the dark streaks that can extend 3,300 feet, 1,000 meters, or more down Martian slopes. They knew that the streaks were essentially due to dust avalanches that slowly reshape mountainsides across the planet. Scientists think these dust avalanches likely resemble a river of dust hugging the ground, releasing a trail of fluffy material behind. As the dust travels downhill over several hours, it exposes streaks of darker material below. These dark streaks are not the same as a better documented variety called recurrent slope lines, which repeat in the same places, season after season, for weeks, rather than hours, at a time. Once thought to be the result of salt water slowly percolating down mountainsides, the recurring slope lines are now generally believed to be the result of flows of dry sand or dust. In mapping slope stripes for their recent study, the authors found that they tend to appear in places with morning frosts. The researchers proposed that the streaks were the result of frost vaporization creating enough pressure to loosen the dust grains and cause an avalanche. The hypotheses are further proof of how amazing the red planet can be. Every time we send a mission to Mars, we discover exotic new processes, said Chris Edwards, a co-author of the paper at Northern Arizona University in Flagstaff. We don't have anything exactly like a slope streak on Earth. You have to think beyond your experiences on Earth to understand Mars. I wait for you in the comments of this video, where I will read your reflections regarding the mystery of the frost on the planet Mars. As usual, we appreciate you informing us. It is a real pleasure to be able to provide you with the main news, trends and developments, about the most important aspects of aerospace technology and the universe, from the perspective of an engineer. I am the Engineer Hiddekel Morrison and I invite you to meet again in a future installment.